Have you ever woken up, rubbed your eyes, and thought, why does everything feel blurry? The numbers on the clock are fuzzy, the sunlight stings, and for a few minutes, it's like my vision hasn't caught up with the rest of me. This happens to more people over 60 than you might think. And here's the important part, it's not always just a normal part of aging. That morning blur, the gritty dryness, and the slow warming up your eyes seem to need can all be signs that your eyes didn't get the support they needed while you slept. But here's the gentle good news, you don't need pills, eye drops, or complicated routines to help. Tonight, I want to share something incredibly simple, just 3 common foods eaten before bed that can help your eyes hydrate, repair, and wake up naturally sharper. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Dr. James Porter, and after over 30 years working with older adults, I've seen how small, thoughtful changes, especially before bed, can lead to noticeable improvements in how your eyes feel in the morning. If you care about your health, and you're tired of being told that blurry vision is just something you have to accept, you're in the right place. And if you're new here, feel free to hit the subscribe button, so you won't miss the simple, practical tips I share every week to help your body heal and stay strong as you age. Now, let's gently take a closer look at the first food on our list, the one that quietly gets everything moving while you sleep. Let's talk about something most people overlook, prunes. Yes, prunes. You might usually think of them as a simple digestive snack. But when it comes to your eyes, especially after 60, they might be quietly doing much more than you realize. Your eyes rely on a delicate network of tiny blood vessels called capillaries. These capillaries deliver oxygen and nutrients straight to the retina, the paper-thin, light-sensitive tissue where the magic of vision begins. It converts light into signals your brain can understand. And like any living tissue, it can't repair or function properly without a steady, smooth blood supply. Here's the challenge, as we age, these capillaries naturally become narrower, stiffer, and less efficient. Conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes, which are common in seniors, can make this even more difficult. So even if you're eating all the right nutrients, they may not fully reach your eyes. Think of it like trying to water your garden through a kinked hose, the water is there, but it can't flow properly. This is where prunes quietly step in. They do something surprisingly powerful. Prunes help your blood vessels stay flexible, especially those tiny capillaries behind your eyes. And that matters a lot, because when these vessels stiffen with age, blood flow slows down. The nutrients you eat, like lutein, vitamin A, and antioxidants, struggle to reach the retina, exactly where they are needed most. It's like trying to send a delivery truck, but the road is blocked. Prunes help gently clear that path. Prunes are rich in vitamin K1, a gentle but powerful nutrient that supports capillary health and helps keep those tiny blood vessels open and strong. In fact, research in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who consumed more vitamin K1 enjoyed better blood flow to delicate tissues, including the eyes. But that's not all. Prunes are also packed with potassium, and that's important for your eyes too. While you sleep, the pressure inside your eyes can naturally rise a little. In people over 60, this pressure can sometimes stay higher than it should. That's why your eyes might feel puffy, swollen, or a bit foggy in the morning. Potassium helps gently regulate that pressure. It supports the fluid balance inside your eyes and protects your optic nerve over the long term. A 2019 study in ophthalmic research found that older adults with higher potassium intake had a lower risk of high intraocular pressure, a key factor in glaucoma and age-related vision loss. And here's one more quiet benefit most people overlook: prunes contain lutein and zeaxanthin, the same antioxidants found in leafy greens. These settle in the macula, the central part of your retina, and act like internal sunglasses, shielding your eyes from harmful blue light and supporting sharper vision, even in low light. So when you enjoy prunes, you're not just helping nutrients reach your eyes, you're delivering gentle, protective support to the most sensitive parts of your vision. I once had a patient, 74 years old, who tried eating 2 prunes before bed for 3 weeks. He told me, my eyes don't feel foggy anymore. I wake up seeing clearly. That's not magic, it's circulation quietly working again. If you'd like to try this yourself, it's very simple. Look for unsweetened, unsulfured prunes, those without added sugars or preservatives. Eat 1 to 2 pieces about 45 minutes to an hour before bed. You can enjoy them alone, or if you like a creamy texture, chop them into some plain Greek yogurt. Prunes are also low glycemic, which means they won't spike your blood sugar. In fact, they may help stabilize it overnight. That's important, because swings in blood sugar can temporarily distort the shape of your eye's lens, leading to that early morning blur. So now, when you think of prunes, don't just think about digestion. Think of them as the first step in helping your eyes repair, rehydrate, and wake up with clarity. With your blood flow gently supported by prunes, your eyes can finally receive the nutrients they need. But there's a new challenge: how do we protect those nutrients and the fragile cells in your retina while you sleep? The truth is, your eyes don't stop working at night. Even with your eyelids closed, your retina is quietly repairing, processing light signals, and rebuilding key proteins like rhodopsin, the one responsible for seeing in low light. This kind of activity generates small bursts of oxidative stress, tiny cellular wear and tear that can build up overnight. If left unchecked, it can contribute to early retinal cell breakdown, optic nerve damage, and faster age-related vision loss. This is why your eyes need a gentle shield, something that quietly protects them while you sleep. That shield comes from pistachios. They may be small, but they're one of the most eye-protective nuts you can eat. Here's why: pistachios are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that slips into the fatty membranes of your eye cells, especially your rods and cones, the cells that detect light. There, it helps neutralize oxidative stress before it can cause harm. This simple nutrient has been linked to a slower rate of macular degeneration in older adults, particularly when it comes from whole foods like nuts. But that's just one layer of defense. Pistachios also contain 2 rare pigments your retina loves, lutein and zeaxanthin. These settle in the macula and work like natural filters, helping block harmful blue light and reduce glare, especially at night or under artificial lighting. And if you sometimes struggle with falling asleep, pistachios bring one more gentle benefit. They're one of the richest natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that signals your brain it's time to rest. In fact, research in nutrition neuroscience found that pistachios contain more melatonin per gram than almost any other plant-based food. This means they don't just protect your eyes, they help your whole body relax, giving your eyes the deep, uninterrupted rest they need to recover. Pistachios are also a good source of magnesium and vitamin B6, both of which support the optic nerve and help regulate tear production overnight. I had a patient, Linda, 68. She told me, "My eyes feel dry in the morning, and night driving is a nightmare. The glare makes it impossible." We added 6 pistachios to her bedtime routine, just 30 minutes before sleep. 2 weeks later, she said, "My eyes aren't scratchy anymore. I drove home from book club last night without squinting." Simple, natural, and effective. If you'd like to try this yourself, look for unsalted, raw, or dry-roasted pistachios. Eat 5 to 7 nuts about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If you have trouble digesting nuts at night, try pairing them with a small spoon of plain yogurt or a few kiwi slices for added vitamin C and hydration. Avoid pairing pistachios with salty foods or caffeine before bed, as those can reduce their calming effects. So now we have the second layer in place. Prunes open the roads. Pistachios guard the path. Your retina gets protection. Your optic nerve gets support. And your body receives a gentle signal: it's time to rest, repair, and reset. So far, we've cleared the path with prunes. We've added protection with pistachios. Now comes the final piece: rebuilding. Protection alone isn't enough. Your eyes don't just need shielding from damage, they need to be restored, cell by cell, layer by layer, while you sleep. For that, your body needs raw materials, nutrients that repair membranes, hydrate tissues, and rebuild the structures that keep your eyes clear, moist, and sharp. That's where chia seeds quietly step in. These tiny seeds may not look like much, but they're packed with eye-repairing power. They're one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, the kind that helps rebuild the outer membranes of your retinal cells. Here's why it matters: as we age, those membranes begin to thin and lose flexibility. That's when you may notice dry eyes, slower focusing, or sensitivity to light in the morning. By eating chia seeds regularly, you're giving your body the essential fats it needs to rebuild those fragile cells and restore your ability to see clearly without strain. Researchers have also found that omega-3s from chia seeds help calm inflammation inside the retina and support natural tear production, especially for older adults experiencing dry eyes. And here's something you might not expect: chia seeds also help your body stay hydrated. When soaked in water, they form a soft gel. This gentle gel slows digestion, supports fluid retention, and even helps stabilize blood sugar overnight, a factor that matters for clear vision in the morning. That same gel effect also supports the tiny tear glands that keep your eyes moist. Instead of drying out while you sleep, your eyes stay smoother, more comfortable, and less gritty when you wake up. And one more quiet benefit: chia seeds contain tryptophan, a natural compound your body uses to produce melatonin, which gently encourages deeper sleep. The deeper the sleep, the better your eyes repair themselves. I had a patient, Mr. Alvarez, 71. He started eating soaked chia with banana and cinnamon about an hour before bed. After 2 weeks, he told me, "I'm not waking up with dry eyes anymore. They feel calm, not tight." If you'd like to try this yourself, it's simple. Take a tablespoon of chia seeds and mix them into a small glass of water or almond milk. Let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes until it forms a soft gel. That's when it's ready to eat: gentle, easy to digest, and more absorbable. You can enjoy it as is, or stir in a few banana slices, a bit of cinnamon, or even a chopped prune to combine their benefits. If soaking feels like too much effort, you can still sprinkle dry chia seeds into a spoon of plain yogurt. It works fine, though the hydration effect is stronger when soaked. Either way, the result is the same: you're giving your eyes the materials they need to rebuild what time has slowly worn down. Prunes open the roads. Pistachios protect the path. And chia seeds help restore what's been lost. It's not magic, it's nutrition, timing, and giving your body what it needs, right when it needs it most. By now, you've seen how each of these foods works in its own gentle way. Prunes help nutrients reach your eyes. Pistachios guard your retina through the night, when it needs it most. By now, you've seen how each of these foods works in its own gentle way. Prunes help nutrients reach your eyes. Pistachios guard your retina through the night. Chia seeds give your body what it needs to rebuild and restore. But here's the quiet magic: they work even better together. This isn't just a snack. It's a simple, calming ritual that tells your body, it's time to rest. It's time to heal. And it takes less than 5 minutes. Here's how I suggest putting it into practice. After dinner, during a quiet moment before bed, take a small dish and add 2 prunes. Beside them, place 5 or 6 pistachios, unsalted and raw if possible. Then, prepare a small serving of soaked chia seeds. If you soak them earlier in the day, they're ready. If not, mix a spoonful into almond milk or water and let them soften for 20 minutes. You can enjoy these 3 parts separately or mix them into a small bowl of plain yogurt. Some people like adding banana slices or a pinch of cinnamon for taste and relaxation. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. Eat this combination about 45 to 60 minutes before bed, ideally without distractions, no screens, no rushing, just you, your breath, and the knowledge that you're doing something powerful for your body. That I often suggest pairing this moment with a cup of chamomile tea or warm lemon water. Not for extra nutrients, but to signal to your nervous system that it's okay to let go. You don't have to follow this routine every single night, but doing it most nights, especially when your eyes feel tired, irritated, or foggy, can make a noticeable difference. Some patients swap ingredients, like using a medjool date instead of a prune or kiwi instead of banana for extra vitamin C and hydration. That's perfectly fine. What matters is the rhythm, the intention, and giving your body the tools it needs to support you overnight. You're not just eating. You're signaling. You're letting your body know it's safe. You can repair. Now. And when you wake up with clearer vision, less strain, and a bit more ease in your eyes, you'll feel the difference. No supplement, no prescription, just a few small bites taken with care. That's the ritual, and your body will thank you. Sometimes we forget that the most powerful healing doesn't come from a pill. It comes from consistency, from intention, and from the quiet choices we make every day. What you eat before bed may seem small, but to your body and to your eyes, it speaks volumes. A few prunes, some pistachios, a spoonful of chia, each playing a part, each supporting the others. It's not a treatment plan. It's a signal, a soft, steady rhythm that says, I'm still taking care of myself. And that matters because aging doesn't mean losing control. It means learning how to support your body in smarter, kinder ways. You're not broken. Your body hasn't given up on you. Sometimes it just needs a little help and a little patience. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to care about your health. Thank you for showing up for yourself and your future. If this video gave you something helpful, I'd be grateful if you gave it a like. Share it with someone who might need a gentle reminder that healing is still possible. Leave a comment and tell me how your eyes have been feeling lately. I'd love to hear your story. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. I share practical, natural ways to support your health every week. Until next time, I'm Dr. Here's to calm nights, clear mornings, and eyes that keep serving you every day of your life.